The evidence was presented in an organized and orderly manner. The jurors gave us a schedule of when they could meet. All 12 jurors were present for every session, and all 12 jurors heard every word of testimony and examined every item of evidence. Beginning August 20th and continuing until today, the grand jury worked tirelessly to examine and re-examine all of the testimony of the witnesses and all of the physical evidence. They were extremely engaged in the process, asking questions of every witness, requesting specific witnesses, requesting specific information, and asking for certain physical evidence. They met on 25 separate days in the last 3 months, heard more than 70 hours of testimony from about 60 witnesses, and reviewed hours and hours of recordings of media and law enforcement interviews by many of the witnesses who testified. They heard from 3 medical examiners and experts on blood, DNA, toxicology, firearms, and drug analysis. They examined hundreds.
I was in the courtroom for the grand jury announcement. And, we're listening to McCullough's kind of preamble talking about them weighing all of the evidence. And then he, dropped in the line and they, declined to charge him and issued a no true bill. And so I tweeted out, grand jury declines to charge Darren Wilson. And it all of a sudden panicked and thought, oh my God, is that actually what he said? I had like that CNN moment of, Supreme Court throws out healthcare law, panic. So I clicked from my timeline over to just general Twitter and saw enough other people kind of tweeting it out that I was like, oh, okay, that's actually what happened, and then sort of went back. But I think just, and even kind of just the ramp up to it, the anxiety, the nerves, just the not knowing, those 2 kind of solid weeks of just not knowing and just overall kind of tension and and I can only describe it as that I don't think ever really goes away. That I don't ever really want to repeat again. Just sort of the hoping for the best and knowing that it probably isn't going to be the best.
They determined that no probable cause exists to file any charge against Officer Wilson and returned a no true bill for each of the 5 indictments. The physical and scientific evidence examined by the grand jury, combined with the witness statements supported and substantiated by that physical evidence.
So we all sat around the TV, and it was taking my McCullough forever to speak, so we were all getting edgy and getting a little irritated because we were waiting for this for like months. So, and then they kept pushing it off. And then we heard the state of emergency. So we're like, okay, this is going to get real legit, hurry up. So we all sat around waiting for Bob McCullough to speak. And then he finally said that there would be no indictment. I remember everybody just taking a breath like everybody had to hear, everybody knew it was going to happen. Everybody knew there was going to be no indictment. But hearing the words, no indictment, everybody just said, and held it. You heard everybody take the same breath, and it was it was like a numbing, just painful type of sigh.
Okay, we're taking a stealing in progress from 9101 West Florissant, 9101 West Florissant. Subject may be leaving the business at this time. Stand by for further.
I'm clear. I'm right here. With another male. He's got a red Cardinals hat, white t-shirt, yellow socks, and khaki shorts. He's walking up back there. Several more units over here. There's going to be a problem.
Any available Ferguson units who can respond to Canfield and Copper Creek advised?
We're going to need crowd control here.
They're requesting more units at Canfield and Copper Creek. I'll also contact St. Louis County PD.
We can't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down. Ferguson, shut it down. Carlisle, shut it down. Painesville, shut it down. Berkeley, shut it down. Glenwood, shut it down. Hazelwood, shut it down. Hillsdale, shut it down. Wellstar, shut it down. Haley Hill, shut it down. Bonita Park, shut it down. University City, shut it down. Painesville, shut it down. 100 days, still no justice. 100 days, still no justice. 100 days, still no justice. 100 days.
You are a member of the community before you are an officer of the law. You are a human being before you are an officer of the law.
We want everybody to know that we're not talking about thugs and criminals. We're talking about our children. I ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. Turn me around. Turn me around. I ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. I'm gonna keep on walking, keep on talking.
But understand that while we're out here, we're out here with a purpose and an objective. And when you laugh at that, you laughing at dead bodies on the ground, you laughing at hard work that was put to hold you all accountable to what you say you gonna do.
We've tried peaceful protests, we've tried talking, we've tried committees, meetings, all the normal ways of getting attention to our problem, and they have not worked.
You're an outcast at home. You have to worry about being killed. You have to worry about being shot because of the crabs in the bucket effect. You put crabs into your bucket, they pull each other down. But I'm more worried about who put the crabs into the bucket.
And there was this one young man, and there's a picture of it. It's all over Facebook now. This one young man who was just railing at the police, and he was so enraged that he was shaking, and he had tears streaming down his face. And he was talking about all the violence that had been perpetuated, the police brutality, and also the violence that had taken his friends, and it was the face of anguish. And as the police are like moving forward, 4 of us surrounded this boy and tried to calm him down. And by the time it was over, we were all weeping.
You should have seen them. They had the dogs out on the crowd last night. Now they got all kind of assault rifles and guns, but they thought that they needed dogs.
When you look at the war on the black man, and so many people complain about how these boys need their fathers, that war on the black man, whether it's killing or just incarceration, whatever the case may be, you're taking that man out of the household. Who's teaching these boys how to be men?
We think we got a black president, we doing something. That's bullshit. The 7 years post after slavery, that's the most that we ever did. And you know what happened from that? They invented the Ku Klux Klan.
Indict, convict, send that killer cop to jail. The whole damn system is guilty as hell. Indict, convict, send that killer cop to jail. The whole damn system is guilty as hell.
We hit their pocket. Now they trying to call people to come and calm us down, which is Reverend L. Sharp. But he's scared to come right here and talk to us. So how we gonna listen to somebody that's scared to come where we at?
He a friend of mine. His horse on me. Cause I saw him man in the streets for 4 hours.
America! It's me! You told me. We hold these truths to be self-evident. That all men are created equal. That they are endowed by the Creator with certain unalienable rights.
Emmett Till was not a victim. He was a magician. changed the course of the entire civil rights movement. And all he had to do was snap his neck February 4th, 1999. Amadou Diallo put his money where his gun was, shot down on his front porch for holding a pistol-shaped wallet. They thought he had a weapon. He quite literally didn't have a shot, so they gave him 41 on his front porch. He only caught 19 bullets. He was 22. 2 times 2 is 4. He was shot down by 4 officers who fired a little over 41 shots on the 4th of February at 12:44 a.m. The 4th Amendment states, no illegal searches, no seizures. He was not a victim. He was one seizure away from setting procedure.
Black Lives Matter started actually in 2013 as a national organizing project after George Zimmerman was acquitted in the murder of Trayvon Martin. Folks like Patrisse Cullors and Opal Tometi, who are co-founders of Black Lives Matter, each of us felt deeply that it was important for us to build a base of people who were ready to counter anti-Black racism, which permeates our society.
You took my son away from me. You know how hard it was for me to get him to stay in school and graduate. You know how many Black men graduate? Not many. Because you bring them down to this type of level where they feel like they don't got nothing to live for anyway.
Usually I might clown, but right now, this one's for Mike Brown, so pipe down. We gotta stop all the rioting in the streets. We ain't doing nothing but proving we animals to police. Another child dies, another mother cries, another neighborhood left with a whole bunch of whys. Why did they pursue him? Why they had to shoot him? But I don't think that the answer is everybody looting. But forget that copy deserves state time. They let Zimmerman off, this cop ain't learned from Trayvon. I'm just sitting here dropping a little tear of knowledge, cause Mike Brown ain't even lived to see a day at college. He would've started soon that as an empty seat in class, all because of these demons hiding behind a badge. So screw that badge, screw your protection, and screw that law, carry your weapon. But some of these stores y'all looting is Black owned. I know it's for a cause, but some of them still have families at home. It's not a black or white thing, it's about abusing the law. I can't imagine Dorian's face when he saw Mike fall. My tears wetting the page while I'm writing this. I know y'all so in tune, if you're not, why you fighting it? Just let go, let your heart beat and never lose control. And God rest his soul, cause I am Mike Brown. I am Mike Brown. He represent us all, we from a similar town. Walk them similar streets, we got similar police. So I know I ain't gonna end up under a similar sheet. So I am Mike Brown, cause I'm out here with my homie. I'm just walking my block, man, everybody know me. So I am Mike Brown, I am Mike Brown, I am Mike Brown, homie, I am Mike Brown, I am Mike Brown.
He shot again, and once my friend felt that shot, he turned around and he put his hands in the air, and he started to get down, but the officer still approached with his weapon drawn, and he fired several more shots.
I am Mike Brown, I am Sean Bell, I am Larry Davis bleeding in my dingy cell. I am Angelo Clark, I am Oscar Grant, I am Dante Price doing what you others can't. I am Bo Morrison, Melvin Lawhorn, I am the voice of these people cause they are long gone. Let's go behind the badge, far behind the beat, behind the politics. They wonder why we don't trust police. They wonder why we carry nines on us. They look for drugs but shoot for anything they find on us. I am Justin Sid fighting for my life kicking, slowly dying cause police said I look suspicious. We are all of these people in so many ways. I am Raymond Allen, left to die for 2 days. I just bought a new hoodie, guess I'm Trayvon. I am Dwayne Brown, lay down, try not to die. Pause, I feel my heart beating slower, listen. And all you dealing with is maybe gonna lose your pension. You might not notice this, but this the new form of lynching. I got my hands up, but still I see that cop inching. The mystery of this, I think I never know. Why they had to shoot him down, couldn't just let him go. The mystery of this, I think I never know. Why they had to shoot him down, couldn't just let him go. I am Mike Brown, he represent us all, we from a similar town. Walk them similar streets, we got similar police. So I know I ain't gonna end up under a similar sheet. So I am Mike Brown, cause I'm out here with my homie. I'm just walking my block, man, everybody know me. So I am Mike Brown, I am Mike Brown, I am Mike Brown, homie, I am Mike Brown, I am Mike Brown.
You took my son away from me. You know how hard it was for me to get him them to stay in school and graduate. You know how many black men graduate? Not many. Because you bring them down to this type of level where they feel like I don't got nothing to live for anyway. They're gonna try to take me out anyway.
When history is written, when it's all said and done, they will say of you and they will say of me, that's to the generation that will not bow down. That's to the generation that stood in solidarity. That's to the generation who believes in the poor. That's to the generation. And they'll say of you and they'll say of me, well done, well done, well done. What's his name? What's his name? What's his name?
November 25th, 2006, they rang Sean's bell. The kind of bell that rings, the kind of ring you wear to a wedding, the kind of wedding he was on his way to. He's got a gun. They fired 50 shots into the car, killing Sean and wounding the other 2 passengers. One of the officers even stopped to reload the way an artist stops in the middle of painting to admire his work. He fired 31 pastels into the car. Sean Bell was not a victim. He was a canvas. And all he had to do to earn his spot on history's wall forever was be shot to death October 3rd, 2009. Victor Steen, a 17-year-old boy riding a rocket ship down an empty street, was ordered to turn his wings in and pull over to the side of the road. Officer, you don't understand. See that man in the moon? That's my dad, and he may never come back if I don't make it to him tonight. He was just trying to reach for the stars. The taser tied an astronaut in his throat. The officer even drove over his body before removing the taser metal from his torso. There is no metaphor for that. It just hurts. The last thing he felt was the weight of the car's wheels on his chest. No wonder he was out of breath. He was just tired. August 5th, 2014, Beaver Creek, Ohio. A toy soldier by the name of John Crawford was relieved from duty in the action figure section of Walmart. He walked around the way many PTSD patients do when relieved from battle, gripping his weapon, tightening his grip on reality. He awaited orders from his commanding officer of a mother on the phone that day. Sir, can I help you hold your position? Sir, could you stop waving your weapon like that? Hold your position, sir. I'm calling the police. Hold your position. Put down the weapon. Hold your bang. Whoever said you have the right to bear arms was lying. He was a tiger let loose in a jungle full of poachers that day. A mother lost her son. A father lost his junior the way a fraction loses its better half when multiplied correctly. There were multiple shell cases at the scene, none of which belonged to the BB gun. John Crawford was not a victim. He was a war hero with a golden star on his straitjacket. September 10th, 2014, Saratoga Springs, Utah. Police received a call of suspicious behavior and almost immediately went on a Darian hunt. A young black male in a 93% white community wielding a samurai sword is believed. But once the samurai sword is drawn, it must taste blood, even if it is from the owner's body. They say he lunged at them, which means that he is the fastest assassin who ever lived because all 6 shots were in his back. The media keeps calling this an altercation. I don't understand why they're spelling execution like that. I've never heard slaughter pronounced that way. September 18th, 2014. A Houdini by the name of Charles Smith was found in Savannah, Georgia. Police locked him in a car shaped like a cage. He took this as a test of his magician skill. It's not his fault. See, as black men, we tend to have an unearthly desire to escape. He was still learning new tricks. See, what he meant to do was reappear outside the car, uncuffed. Instead, he accidentally made a gun appear in his possession. Good thing the police are used to magic tricks. It was nothing for them to make his life disappear. January 24th, 2004, Brooklyn, New York. Timothy Stansbury, January 1st, 2009. Oakland, California. Oscar Grant, January 29th, 2010. Portland, Oregon, Aaron Campbell, March 7th, 2012. New Orleans, Louisiana, Wendell Allen, March 13th, 2014. Lawton, Oklahoma, Daniel Martin, August 9th, 2014. Ferguson, Missouri, Michael Brown, August 12th, 2014. Los Angeles, California, Ezel Ford, September 23rd, 2014. New Orleans, Louisiana, Cameron Tillman, October 8th, 2014. St. Louis, Missouri, Vonder Myers. I apologize if I have trouble pledging allegiance to a flag that has been determined to do us part and leave our black bodies dangling at the altar with liberty and justice for all.
Whoa, North.